Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Deadly Accurate Psychics. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on that notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from more than 100 celebrities. So check it out. It's something you can buy for yourself or as a gift for somebody you love. Give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. For anybody who has been watching the job market, the stock market, the real estate market, or the economy in general, you've probably seen a great deal of turmoil out there lately. The real estate market itself is skyrocketing in some areas, and it's in serious trouble in other areas. The cryptocurrency market is bouncing up and down so violently that it's disturbing for anybody who has money in that space. If you're out there looking for a job, then you've probably noticed it's getting more competitive than ever, and that companies are now subjecting people to more layers of interviews and scrutiny and background checks and more interviews than ever before. And by the way, now everybody wants to hire people on an interim or short-term basis. They want you to pick up and move across the country so they can try you out for 90 days before they decide whether they'll actually hire you or not, or just commit to another 90 days. The stock market and the job market have become so schizophrenic that it's amazing anything is getting done out there. So what are all these desperate people and desperate companies doing about all of this? Well, some of them are using psychics to give them advice on what to do. They're secretly calling them for psychic readings and consultations. They're asking them questions like, should I sell the company or should I hang on to it? If I hire this executive, will they be able to help, or will they be a waste of my time and my company's time? Should I buy this stock, or will its price just keep going down? Should I take that job offer, or should I wait for something better? Is now the best time to reorganize the company, or will that be a waste of time and energy as well? Should I fire one of my employees? Should I sell my house tomorrow? These are just a few of the countless questions that people face every day, and they're not easy questions to answer. One wrong move in this economy can have crippling effects, can have real long-term effects on your company or on your career as an individual. I know it's really easy to find psychics online, but most of those are frauds. So how does somebody find a legitimate psychic with some real talent? Well, there are a few ways. You can, of course, ask friends for a recommendation, but that's a little weird. That's a little awkward. It might reflect badly on you if they think you're making decisions that way. Another way to find someone is to search for psychics that have been used by law enforcement. If they have a reputation for helping law enforcement successfully, then that's usually an indicator of some talent. Another thing you can do is to search for psychics with significant media backgrounds, but you have to be careful because sometimes when somebody gets a lot of media coverage, they increase their prices dramatically, and their abilities tend to diminish for some strange reason. Sometimes the more famous they are, the more insanely high their fees become. They'll go from charging $100 to $500 to $3,000 or $4,000. Another thing that you can do is to just search online for stories and feedback from people who've used psychics successfully and get their recommendations. Sometimes you can find a really talented psychic that way. If you do go this route, then here's something that you should keep in mind before you make any serious decisions. It's really important not to tell the psychic anything, not to answer any of their questions. You want them to feed you information during the reading, not the other way around. The other thing I want to tell you is that even the best psychics in the world can be wrong sometimes. So that's why it's important never to make your decision entirely based on what a psychic says. Collect information from several areas just to increase your likelihood of making the correct decision. Now, if you're a senior executive at some company, Whatever you do, don't let your company find out that you're consulting with a psychic, because that is a really quick way to get fired. Also, people have been fired for simply using their corporate email or messaging services and talking about their use of psychics. That alone will shake the confidence of your superiors in you, and they'll shove you right out the door. One thing you can do is you can do a test reading where you ask your psychic some test questions, and then see if those questions, see if that information comes true in a few weeks. If it does, then you can come back for another serious reading about serious matters. Also, remember this: every billionaire and millionaire that I know uses psychics to make serious decisions. Every one of them. They don't just employ the psychic's feedback and base their decision based on what that psychic told them. They use a number of data sources to make their decisions. But almost all this, the ultra high net worth individuals that I know, billionaires and high level millionaires, a lot of them consult with psychics. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. I want to tell you that we're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up. So make sure you subscribe to our channel for free. Also, click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new story. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.